What is up? We are live. One championship, one revolution about to start the main card. We've already had a pretty banger of a lead card. A little early for me out here on the West Coast in the U.S. It's about 5:30 a.m., but I am excited for this one. We got some titles on the line. This one is going to be an absolute banger. Starting out with, it's going to be a family affair tonight. We got Victoria Lee in the first fight, and in the last fight, we got her older brother, the champ, Christian Lee. So this is going to truly be an absolute banger. So I'm excited for this. If anyone, I don't know if you're as familiar with One Championship. If you have any questions on rule sets, anything like that, let me know in the chat. I'm definitely down to sort of try to explain that as we go along here. And we're going to have a solid morning of fights. Who doesn't want to wake up on a Friday morning and just watch some banging fights? All right, let's get this stream tweeted up here. Don't know who is actually awake for this, but if you're up, let's roll. Trying to get the stream tweeted out real quick. All right, come on, boys. Let's go. We got a banging. We got 3 title fights at the end here. We got Capitan versus Mehdi Zetiao. That's going to be a kickboxing championship. We got the strawweight world championship, Joshua Pacquiao versus Yusuke Surata. That's going to be, I believe that's a trilogy fight. So that's going to be a banger. This is going to be exciting. Oh, man. I am juiced. Strawweight title. All right. Oh, man, that's going to be the fight. I mean, obviously it's the main event, but Yoon versus Christian Lee is arguably the 2 most talented fighters in One Championship, which is crazy because there's so much talent in One Championship, but Christian Lee has just been absolutely dominating this division, and Yoon's been on an absolute tear, just knocking dudes out, just being a fucking problem. So this is going to be interesting here. All right. Let's see it, boys. First fight, we got Victoria Lee taking on Victoria Souza. This is going to be an interesting MMA matchup. Victoria Lee, one of the youngest in the sport. Let me get an age check on her real quick. I believe... Let's see here. I think she's only 17 or 18. She's very young. Let's see here. Let me get an exact update on this here. Tapology doesn't have shit for info. Let me go over to the One Championship app. They have much better info. I believe you can also watch the fights live on the One Championship app or YouTube or Bleacher Report Live. So I believe they said 164 countries this is available. So anywhere in the world, you can get into it, see what it's about. let's see, Victoria Lee she's only 17 years old. It's madness. Obviously comes from a long, fighting family. Her sister Angela's in one championship. Christian, her older brother, we're gonna see in the lightweight title tonight as the main card. But Victoria's impressive. 2-0 already in one championship. She had two impressive wins against Saracen and then Wang Lu Ping. That was the really impressive one. That was on One Championship Battleground back in July, and that was kind of her coming out party. Like the debut was cool, where it was like, hey, a 16-year-old is debuting, and she got the win. But when she beat Lu Peng by sub, that was in the first round. That was her moment where she said, "I'm fucking here. Oh, let's go. We got some sick walkouts." This is when they're going to announce. I believe right now they're just going to announce all the fighters. That's something that's cool about One Championship is they really market the fighters well, and they really try to show off their fighters. And I really appreciate them for that. That's something that, like, if you're tuning in for the first time, I really hope you are. You're going to see some crazy walkouts. Obviously, it's still COVID time, so they don't quite have the fans back and the same energy that they usually did. But as you can see, ton of lights, it sort of got like a WWE entrance feel to it, but it's for real banging fights. So that's what I love with it. Martin Nguyen coming out here. From China fighting out of Australia. That's interesting. And then here comes the strawweight title fight. Yasuki Saruta out of Japan. He used to be the champ, but he lost to Josh Pacquiao, who's coming out now. But so this is their trilogy fight. So Josh Pacquiao actually lost the first fight by split decision to Saruta, and then he knocked out Saruta in the second fight, and that's how he became champion. Saruta since and it's kind of nice because Pacquiao's had two fights since, has defended the belt twice, and now it's like, here's the super fight, the trilogy. Saruta, I believe he's had two fights since then. Or sorry, only one. A knockout win against Kitaka. So this is going to really be, this is a super fight. This is a massive fight, and that's the third fight on this card. Then we got an absolute banger in the co-main event, a kickboxing world title. That's something I don't know if everyone's familiar with. So in One Championship, they have Muay Thai, kickboxing, and MMA. So they can fight in any discipline. It's all in the same cage. Slightly different glove sizes for some of the mainly for kickboxing. They do 4 ounce, basically MMA gloves for Muay Thai, and that's something that One Championship has basically kind of changed the game in, because Muay Thai is usually fought in larger gloves, like either 8 ounce or sometimes up to 10 or 12 ounce gloves, and One Championship has started fighting in 4 ounce Muay Thai gloves, so you're seeing a lot more action, a lot more knockouts, a lot cleaner of finishing. And from what I've talked to and a few Muay Thai guys, they seem to like it a lot better. But as when I was interviewing Jackie Boonton, who is a Muay Thai fighter in the women's division, she was kind of saying that it's been a bit of a struggle for, some U.S. fans to really grasp, that it is Muay Thai and it is different, because they're only familiar with MMA, and it looks like they're fighting in MMA gloves. So they're just like, oh, well, why is no one taking anyone down? It's Muay Thai. It's a little different. If you're not familiar with Muay Thai, we're not going to see any tonight, but it's like a kickboxing. It's like an advanced kickboxing, but with more elbows and knees available. And you can kind of catch the knee and you can toss, but you can't really take down or really have ground game like that. It's a pure striking discipline. But here we go. Atom weight. Victoria Lee versus Victoria Souza. I mean, everyone's obviously very high on Victoria Lee. Coming from that fight family, 2 champions in the family. Angela just picked up her title. We're going to see Christian later. And everyone's kind of saying that, Victoria is going to be next. But I think this is her first real test in one championship. She's shown a real dominant ground game. That's where she's really dominated in her first 2 fights. Her debut started a little slow, but then in the second round, she got a little more comfortable, found her way to the ground and dominated. In her second fight, she was much more active, much quicker to the point, got a takedown in about the first minute and a half, and then just went to work and got the sub, I believe, about 3 minutes into the first round. So much cleaner of a game, much cleaner of a game plan for her in the second fight. But Victoria Souza has a pretty slick jiu-jitsu game herself. So I'm curious to see if Victoria is going to maybe try to work a little bit more on her feet, show a little bit more of her game, or if she's going to try to just stick to what's worked and, go with it. Okay, Victoria Souza coming out now. It's crazy that she's like the older fighter in this fight, and she's only 24 years old, but she is 7 years older than Victoria Lee. So interesting if any of that sort of experience will, come into play here. But I mean, obviously Victoria has only 2 professional fights, but she's been fighting pretty much since the womb. Vic Souza. I like that fight kit. All like light purple, magenta sort of thing. That's kind of clean. That's something I love about One Championship is that they let the fighters customize their own kits. And it's always interesting to see when they're going to oh, wow. So they're showing the family right now. Angela Lee made her pro debut at 18, was world champion by 19. Christian made his pro debut at 17 years old, was champion by 20. Victoria made her debut at 16. Let's see if and when she ever becomes champ. Yeah, so the Lees are from the U.S., but they've now, because they're so ingrained into One Championship, they've kind of moved their entire family and operation over to Singapore. So they're pretty much fighting out of Singapore now. They kind of just moved the whole family and everything. So when I got to be on the press conference for Victoria Lee's last fight, that was something that she kind of was discussing is sort of that it's great because they sort of have the whole family together. They have their dad who's always been very involved in the training process. And then obviously the 3 kids. And now I believe Christian has 2 little ones. So there's the little kids running around in the gym just like they used to. So it's a whole family affair and it's a whole lifestyle now for them. I mean, Victoria might have the best natural jiu-jitsu game out of all of them that I've seen. All of them are very well-rounded and have a good ground game. Christian's probably a little stronger with the hands, as is Angela at times. And I don't know, and it's kind of tough to say because we've only seen Victoria in really 2 fights, and she's kind of stuck to a similar game plan. So I'm interested to see if and when her striking and her, stand-up game becomes part of that game. Is it something that they're going to build on and eventually release when she needs to? Because the first 2 opponents she more or less kind of handled, other than the first round of her debut where I think she was just a little, deer in the headlights. But once she settled in, she's pretty much handled her opponents and didn't really need to use as much of her striking. So I'm curious to see that if Victoria Souza either gives her trouble on the ground or can maybe defend a takedown or two because she has that jiu-jitsu background. Can Victoria use the rest of her game? Let's see here. Much taller fighter for Victoria. For Lee. Victoria Lee is much taller than Souza. Souza is kind of more of a stocky built, big shoulders kind of fighter. So probably a little more power in her hands. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out on the feet first, because I think if and when it gets to the ground, it'll be a very high level matchup. But to see how they're going to find their way there is could absolutely affect the fight. We haven't seen Victoria Lee on her back yet. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I'll fight Victoria. All right, Vic Souza and Victoria Lee. I mean, obviously, Bruce Buffer's great, but Dom Lau is just up there for big fight announcers. He's got that he's got that big voice that projects, and he feels like a big fight guy. And I will give him credit. He's got some tough names out there. So, I mean, this fight ain't that bad, but he kind of has some tough names to get after, and he always kills it. Shout out Dom Lau. Vic Souza's 5-0, so that's no joke for her. This is really the first test for Lee. I'd love to see Lee early try to use her height and her range and maybe get some leg kicks, maybe throw out that jab and just try to set some stuff up early so that you can then get into your takedowns and your level changes and what you're trying to do. But she has been talking about how she wants to just finish in the first round and go fast and just attack the game plan. So I'm curious to see what that's going to, translate to. Is it over aggression or is it just dominance from the jump? All right, come on. I always love this ref, Justin Brown. He throws up the 8. All right, touch gloves, and we are off. One Revolution main card. Let's go. It's going to be a banger. Oh, man, I've been so excited for this card for a month. Ooh, Souza coming out quick. Damn, they're throwing early. Oh, good kick up the middle. Lee's trying to get these front kicks right up the middle, but Souza's kind of just eating them and countering. Yeah, every time she throws that kick, Vic's just immediately throwing that right back. Ooh, nice counter, though. Lee's defense hasn't been looking great, but she's throwing more from the hands. Yeah, she's got to keep her guard higher. Ooh, decent knee, but she slipped. Okay, now we're in the clinch. This is where Lee wants to get. Wow. Very easy takedown for Lee. Right into the 3/4 guard. Looks like she's trying to pass over. Wow, Lee's ground game is ridiculous. She's so long and flexible for this division, and she just puts that pressure on you. and just controls you. She's sweeping over for maybe side mount. She's got one hook still in. Ooh, some nice elbows from the top. And then, I mean, her submission game from anywhere is sick. So this is where she's starting to look for. Now, position over submission. You don't want to give it up, especially here against the cage. Ooh, nice knee. But Vic back to her feet. But still in the clinch. Let's see if Lee's going to just throw her right back down. Wow. Yeah, that sort of body lock to hip toss is just dominant. She's done it twice, and it's looked pretty much of ease. But Vic's fighting off her back, not giving up easy positions. That was a nice elbow. She's going to have to watch these, like, front chokes and darts. Wow, Vic's sweeping, though. She might be able to reverse this position. Lee trying to attack that shoulder, maybe a key lock. But Souza's back on top now. Butterfly guard for Lee. She looks pretty comfortable off her back, so let's see if Vic can get any offense going here. Uh-oh. Looking for the triangle. It's going to be tough to get it here against that fence, but she almost got the triangle locked in. Trying to pull down on the head. It's tough because she's sort of stacking her against the cage, so she can't quite get the leverage. But, oh, man. That triangle looking like it's getting a little bit tighter. She's stuck against the cage, so she can't quite get that extension she wants. But those elbows from the bottom, brutal. Wow. I mean, from the top or bottom, Victoria just seems very comfortable on the ground. All right, she's trying to readjust that triangle. Throwing a few more elbows, trying to tighten it up. She's trying to slink away from the cage so she can get a little more better angle on it. Oh, those elbows from the bottom. Bang. Yeah, Souza's defending this pretty well. I will give it to her. 15 seconds. She might be able to get saved by the bell, but Victoria's trying to extend on it. Oh, is she out? Wow, saved by the bell. Vic Souza survives to the second round, but Victoria Lee is showing some skill. I mean, she stood with her for the first minute or so, showed a little bit of her hands, showed that she definitely still needs to work on that, the guard and the defense. Vic Souza definitely got a few counter rights on her early, but then when she just went back to the clinch, back to her game, she looked dominant. And even when Vic Souza swept and got to the top, she didn't freak out. She didn't stress. She didn't just pull guard. She immediately went to the butterfly hooks and then right up into a triangle, which she, if it wasn't for the position against the cage, she probably would have submitted her. But Vic Souza, pretty good defense. So I got to give her credit for that and the fact of she kind of knew how to stack her and really, not just lose out immediately on the triangle. So clearly Souza's, jiu-jitsu is pretty advanced if she can defend that. But if she gets in a similar position more in the middle of the cage, this could be over quickly. But as always, starts back on the feet. They're trading a few blows. Ooh, nice little combo by Souza. Yeah. I mean, Victoria Lee's striking does not look that crisp. And it looks a little predictable, and it looks like Souza's kind of timing it up, moving her head, and then just clapping her. Solid body kicks, though. And then right back in, the pressure on, back to the clinch. This is where Victoria wants to be. Lock the hands, and let's see if she can toss it down as easy as she did in the first round. Souza defending better here. Up against the cage, not immediately just getting hip tossed. Trying to get it, and there it is. Victoria Lee. Ooh, and immediately elbows, elbows, elbows. Wow. She hit the ground and just boom, boom, boom. Elbows. Let's go. Oh, right to full mount. Trying to roll, taking the back. Got one hook in. Let's see if she can sneak in that second. She under the chin. Looks like she's got one kind of under the chin. Her second arm's stuck in. She gives up and just goes back to the elbows. Elbows. Jeez, these are brutal. She can't quite strike from her feet, but from the ground. Man, elbows. I mean, she's been on the ground for about 45 seconds and taken probably 26 elbows. More, just raining them down. Now pinning the arm down, just ground and pound. This is what I like to see out of Lee is she's not just, just going for the submission immediately. That was something she kind of did in her first fight. And now she's trying to get to more dominant positions, inflict damage, inflict pain, and then those opportunities will come. Like right here, it looks like, is she quite under the chin? It looks like she's a little high. She might have to reset this position. But is she under the chin here? She's trying to pin that arm in. No, looks like Souza's okay for now. Trying to shrimp out to side mount. What is Victoria Lee? Looks like Souza's to her feet, but now the Darce choke or like something from the front could be a problem. She's still got the arm in there. Wow, Vic Souza's defense is impressive. I gotta give it to her. But she's right back to her back. Arm still under the chin. 3/4 mount. She's got that anaconda choke, but just can't quite finish it yet. But I mean, even just that neck crank. Okay. She's out of the submission now for now, but back into that dominant side mount. She's got the arm pinned down, just raining elbows. Jeez. Damn, now she's got the arm pinned. It's over. It's over. Victoria Lee with the second round TKO from ground and pound. Wow. Wow. I mean, like we said, we wanted to see more out of her game. I think she's still got some good work to do on her feet. She's 17 years old. Plenty of time to put in that work. But, goddamn, she got to the ground today, and she was digging for a few submissions, but really she was just trying to get to more dominant positions. That sort of sneaky 3/4 half guard where she was keeping one hook in, and then she was putting her she was swinging to the side and had her other knee pinning down Souza's arm. So her head was just right there and just raining elbows. So finding those dominant positions and really showing some damage from top positions. So Victoria Lee is going to be a problem. Everyone's saying when she's going to win her title. I think we still have to see a lot more out of her, especially in the striking department. But definitely on her way, and one of the more impressive performances I've ever seen out of a 17-year-old. That was pretty incredible. Next up, we got some big boys. Amir Ali Akbari. He's 10-1 lifetime in mixed martial arts, but 0-1 since showing up to one championship. Lost his first fight at Fist of Fury 2 back in March. First round knockout. So, it's tough when you come into heavyweights, and especially when you come into like one championship. This is a massive stage. All right, let's catch the post fight here with Victoria.
What's next is I'm going to go back to the hotel on the app and watch my brother defend his title for the third time.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy. Usually fighters get that question, what's next? She goes, what's next? I'm going to try to get back to the hotel as quickly as I can so I can watch my brother try to defend his title. Not many people can say that in the same night. I'm going to go win a fight, head back to a hotel, and watch my brother fight for a world title. That's pretty crazy. I'm excited for coming up later, the co-main event, Capitan. He's the kickboxing champion. This dude has some elite striking, like absolute slick. Definitely tune in for that one if you can. But next one, we got some big boys. Anatoly Malikin, Spartak. He's 1-0 in one championship, 8-0 in his career, 33 out of Russia. He got a knockout against Alexander Machado, his first fight. I'm expecting this one not to go the distance. These are two heavyweights with some heavy hands that someone's going to go to sleep. Someone's going to throw something big, and it's either going to connect or it's going to get countered, and someone's going to sleep. I don't think it's really going to get out of maybe even the second round. I have to lean Anatoly as the favorite, but Amir, let's see if he's learned anything from his one championship debut. Especially in one, we see a lot of fighters, and especially in like the light heavy and heavyweight divisions who, aren't quite ready for that big show of one championship, and then they get caught, and then they come back and start figuring out their game and become a problem in these divisions. Hey, shout out my boy James Yang. Just reposted us on the gram. Big ups. That's my guy. Won by a TKO. Look that shit up on Twitter. My dog's nasty. That's DJ's training partner, but I think he's going to be a lot more than that. James Yang is about to be on his way to, I think, a title in this one championship division. This guy's slick as fuck. That's my guy.
Coming up next, this one should be a cracker. It's a heavyweight contest and there's no love lost between these two. They almost came to blows at yesterday's press conference. Alibari and Malikin. In March, a pair of Goliaths made their heavyweight debut.
Ooh, that was dope. My boy. Appreciate that. James Franklin Yang. Remember the name. Damn, Spartak seems very confident in his pre-fight interviews and stuff. He's like, Amir ain't nothing special. I fought better than that. Like, this is nothing. So, talking a big game going into this. right, here comes the walkouts here. Anatoly coming out first. Damn, he is a certified unit. Just an absolute brick house of a man. Whew. I think I might have to roll one up for this. This is going to be a big boy banger. I think someone's going to sleep early on this Friday. Oh, man. Yeah. Anatoly Malikin, he's one of those guys that just got big hands. In his first fight, he got his first fight in the One Championship back in March. He got the dude in a crucifix and just rained hell on him. So, interesting to see what's going to happen from there. But, whew, this one could be good. This is going to be a banger. And you may want to turn it on like right now because after these walkouts, I don't know how long this fight's going to really be. This could be a quick one. Woo! And Amir, fighting out of Iran, he's more of just like a tall mountain of a man. It's a brick house versus a mountain. That's what we got here. Anatoly's a much more like stocky, just built, wide-shouldered Russian. And so I'm really interested to see if maybe that length can kind of, help out Amir in this. If he can find, Anatoly seems like not afraid to go against a taller fighter, but we'll see if that can be a factor here. If he can find that range, it could be a problem for him. And Amir did come out and say it. He heard the comments from Anatoly, and he felt disrespected. And he's like, hey, I know he came off a loss on my debut, but, this ain't amateur hour. He's still here for a reason. So I'm very excited to see if he can get back on the winning track. And I don't know if it's just because, I'm from America and I grew up watching Rocky, and I was kind of told to usually, root against the Russian fighter. I don't know if that's it, but I think I'm rocking with the underdog Amir here. I think I'm going for Amir. Get some fight predictions in the chat. Ooh, two big boy heavyweights. And they both like to wrestle, so I know there could be big hands coming, but I wonder if we end up seeing a bit of a wrestling match. I think we're going to see a lot of hands flying the first round, and that's where I expect the big knockout coming. But I could see if somehow, some way, the chins last up. I could see it ended up being a little bit more of a grappling, wrestling match in the second or third round.
Martial arts record of 9 wins and no losses. Training out of Golden Team, representing Souza. Stepping into action is
Anatoly he's honestly looking in much better shape than his last fight. Last fight he had a bit of a, I don't want to call it like beer belly, but just like that, like barrel chested, like thick boy. And now he looks a little more cut up. So I'm wondering if that's going to help a little bit more with his, he's already was an explosive athletic fighter. So if he can be that much quicker, that could be a problem. Not a ton of Iranian fighters we got in the mixed martial arts game, so I love to see fighters from anywhere in the world, and especially these countries that maybe don't, aren't historically as big with MMA or, overall fighting. Because a lot of these countries are big like wrestling, or they have some sort of, mixed martial arts or fight, some type of martial arts. And it's great to see, especially in one championship, them really bringing together and finding the best fighters from all disciplines and, from everywhere all over the world. All right. A lot of bad blood in this one. Let's see what we got. Let's see if they're going to touch gloves. They did touch gloves. Okay. And we're off. Ooh, some big hands from Malikin early. Ooh. He almost looked like a Russian heavyweight Chuck Liddell. Ooh. Yeah, Malikin looking like the much sharper fighter early. Ooh. Clean jab right up the middle. Caught chin. Oh, man. Every time Bari tries to get in, Malikin's just stunning him with that jab and then coming back with the right. Oh! Malikin, put him down. This could be the beginning of the end. Amir not looking great. But back to his feet. Malikin got a Darce choke or some kind of front. Oh, tough knee. Remember, in one championship, knees to a grounded opponent are illegal. So this front choke with a knee is something that can really do some damage. Oh, those knees are brutal. Oh, man. This is probably the beginning of the end. Just a front headlock, and he is just raining knees on him. This north-south position is a bad place for Amir. Can't really defend himself. Oh, man. He is just ragdolling him. Yeah, this front headlock is brutal. Really nothing he can do. He's kind of back to his feet here, which might at least be a little better defense, and he breaks it. But what kind of damage did Amir take? Oh, man. Oh, Amir threw a big one back. Malikin still snapping off. Oh, man. Amir is done. It's over. Oh, man. 3-punch combo from Malikin. Started with a left jab, right hook, and then put him out with the left hook. Jesus. I mean, Amir looked like he was sort of tired out on his feet as is, but my God, Malikin finished that off. Dude, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem in this heavyweight division. I mean, if you have that kind of power, that type of wrestling, and he just has that kind of almost old school, like Chuck Liddell, where he's got those square shoulders where it's just left, right, and he just keeps swinging his shoulders, and there's some serious power in that. My God. And then he went to the ground, got that front headlock. It was just raining knees on here. And once it got back to the feet, it looked like he was pretty much out on his feet. Oh, it was actually a right that caught him. The right. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah, it was. Left jab, right hook, and then a left hook just finished it. I mean, I think the right was what put him out, and then the left put him on the ground. Jesus. Wow. I kind of told y'all I didn't think that one was going long. I thought Amir would show us a little more, but The Russian Malikin is going to be an absolute problem. Shout out Connor. Big sports. Sports all day, every day. This is going to be a sick Friday. We got one championship kick us off. We got Ryder Cup all day. Shout out Team USA. And then we got Red Sox Yankees tonight. So I am big in on it. But I didn't realize Malikin trades at Tiger Muay Thai. All right, this is my guy. That makes a lot of sense because you put that Russian wrestling with that natural, training with a Muay Thai striking background. Now I can see how it's all coming together for this guy.
Anatoly, Malikin, what a show! You told me you would knock out Amir Ali in 60 seconds. I think it took a little longer than 60 seconds, but how do you feel about those power you got in that hand?
Let's see what we got here on the post-fight. Already 2 bangers. Next, we got Martin Nguyen taking on Kim Jae-yoon. Or Kim Jae-young. Wong? I'm going to get this one. Kim Jae-woon.
Большая моя команда, это их победы, моя жена, мой ребенок, они меня мотивируют, моя семья. Я красавчик. Yeah, before the fight, it's at 60 seconds. The entrance took a little I was really hard for this fight. We worked really hard.
Hey, Milton. Welcome to the stream, Billy. What's wrong, buddy? You want to cheat? Sorry, y'all. Had to keep the dogs quiet, early in the morning. Ooh, Brooks Koepka early in the Ryder Cup. What is he saying? Waiting on the translation here from the Russian, but looks like he's clowning on somebody. He was like patting his belly and stuff. I mean, this guy's been talking for like 10 minutes. There's almost no doubt this translator's going to completely screw this up.
I just want to say thank you, everybody, to the people from Russia. Thank you. I want to congratulate some people from my place, from my city, especially our governor. I want to say thank you to my wife. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me. It's our victory all together. Ladies and gentlemen, the always entertaining Anatoly Malikin. Oh, there you have it, Anatoly Malikin. How about that?
Yeah, that's hilarious. The dude talked for like 5 minutes, and then the translator was just like, yeah, he wants to thank his fans in Russia. He wants to thank the governor, thank his wife. He is very happy for the win. I was like, that translator clearly was just like, It's funny, even some of the people at One Championship have kind of told me that it's not all translators are created equal. Their Korean translator is awesome. Like, if you ever want to look up an Yoon interview, the translator they have with him, he's great. And he's the one who's going to be taking on Christian Lee in the title fight later on. Yoon's interviews are awesome. So if you want to look that up in between, he's hilarious. Obviously, he doesn't speak English, but his answers are always funny.
Falling short
In his last title defense, former two Division I world champion Martin Nguyen is back in action.
Yeah, former champ Martin Nguyen. He's been around one championship for a while, so he obviously lost his or he's been only 2-1, but he got a title fight in his he was a title he was holding a title in his previous. He's only 2-1 in one championship, but coming off a win. Let's see what he's done in his recent round of form. Second round knockout against Yamada. He lost to Mashimina. Got knocked out in the third round in Warriors Co. back in February of 2020. And he won his debut by knockout. So all these fights have been electric. Basically, somebody's going down. They're showing highlights from the Nguyen Matsuyama fight.
Nguyen's masterful performance against Matsushima proved his dominance in the featherweight division. This situation now begins his quest to reclaim one gold as he takes on South Korea.
Oh, shoot. I was looking at... That makes a lot of sense. I was looking up Kim Jae-woon. He's only 2-1 in mixed martial arts. That makes sense. I'm like, Martin Nguyen was a champion. Like, he's been around for a while. I was looking at the wrong fight card. So, he lost to Matsuyama, who Nguyen has beaten. So, he's only 2-1, but every fight has been he's either gotten finished or finished the fight. So, he brings the action. Martin Nguyen, on the other hand, is 13-4 overall, 10-4 in one championship. Former champion, just lost to Tan Lee back in October of 2020. We haven't seen him yet in 2021. So this is going to be interesting. He's fighting out of Australia, born in Vietnam. I think Nguyen's experience is going to be a bit too much for Kim, but this is a massive opportunity for Kim. Obviously he's still a little bit green to one championship, but he's got some serious power, and he called out Martin Nguyen. He said that's the fight he wanted, number one contender. So you called your shot, but careful what you wish for. This is what you got now. Oh, man. He said he wants to prove that he's the best, and he thinks that Martin Nguyen's pretty much the best in this division, so that's why he called him out. So I respect the challenge, but he said he wants his world title shot after this. So, I mean, if you want to be a champion, the way to do it, fight Martin Nguyen and beat him. But the problem is, you got to fight Martin Nguyen, you got to beat him. And not many people have found that. I know he's coming off a loss, but that don't mean much. This dude's a bad dude. Kim Jae-woon coming out first. The Fighting God. That's a fire nickname. I mean, his striking is ridiculous. I will say that. Like, it almost seems like he should be fighting Muay Thai, but obviously it's an MMA fight, so let's see if that has an effect on this. But his striking is elite. But again, he hasn't fought someone with the experience to win, so he throws kind of wild, fast strikes. So can he find the target on someone who has good defense, who has good footwork, who has the experience and has seen a lot? This is going to be a banger. And here comes the former champ, Martin Nguyen. There's a fire walkout. I love that too. Like on the back screens, they'll show highlights of their previous fights in the, like, as part of the walkout. They got smoke, they got lasers, they got lights. This shit's electric. If you ain't watching yet on YouTube, turn this on. What up, Hassani? How we doing, my guy?
He is so popular, the most dominant featherweight champion in history, the knockout king, and he says he's going to knock out the God tonight.
Man, there is a lot of knockout power coming in. Let me see how many knockouts he actually has in 7 knockouts. That's crazy. 7 out of his 10 wins have been by knockout for Martin Nguyen. I mean, don't blink on this fight. Man, this one, I'm on the edge of my seat. It's crazy that I'm this excited for this fight, and we have 3 title fights coming up next. Like, this is bananas. 4-time 1 featherweight world champion for Martin Nguyen. Most 1 champion featherweight wins. So, like I said, Kim says he wants to be a champion. We've seen it before in 1 championship that you can get your opportunities quickly and you can get a title shot quickly. But the top of that mountain ain't easy to climb. That's the problem. You know, they'll give you a chance. They'll give you the Sherpa. You can go to Everest. But not everybody survives that trek. And not a lot of people have survived the trek against Martin Nguyen. Come at the king, you best not miss. Insane to see this much power in featherweights. Like, these are not heavy guys, and these are guys that can absolutely put someone's lights out. 3-round fight. Big thing with 1 championship, I don't know if I've discussed it or if y'all know, but they judge the fight on a whole. So it's not 3 rounds, 10-8, 10-9 scoring or anything. The fight is judged on a whole. There's 3 judges, and they can either pick the winner or pick a draw. If they get all 3, that's unanimous. If they get 2 people agreeing on the winner and 1 draw, that's a majority decision. And then if 2 people agree on the winner and 1 picks the other fighter, that's a split decision in 1 championship. But, I mean, I went over all of that before this fight, which was probably dumb because I think there's almost no chance that we're going to the judges at this point. No judges necessary. That's our pod, and that's what we got in this fight. I think the judges can go to the bathroom on this one. They don't have to. They aren't going to have to score this. Martin Nguyen's only 32. I thought he was older. I mean, he's had such an extensive career in 1. He's also fighting out of Sanford MMA. Wow. There's a lot more 1 championship fighters who are fighting over here. Shout out our boy. Yeah, we've been talking to a couple fighters over at 1. Our boy Troy Worthen. Check out on our YouTube channel on No Judges Necessary. We had our interview with Troy. He's over at Sanford MMA, and he's been talking about how other 1 championship fighters are kind of – it's becoming this really sick blend of, like, top-end 1 fighters and top-end UFC fighters that are just coming together at Sanford MMA with obviously some of the best coaches in the world. So, all right. I like him working over there. Obviously, I think he started his career training in Asia, so now he's really trying to, get to that elite level at Sanford. I don't love that they're both basically wearing black shorts. Kim has an M on his shorts. Nguyen is wearing the RVCAs. Or sorry. Oh wait, they're both RDCAs. Whoops. Martin Nguyen has more the shaved haircut than Kim, if that helps y'all out. Ooh, they both throwing leg kicks. You can tell they both respect the power early, trying to more set up leg kicks, kind of just throwing the jab out there, more feints. Haven't really started throwing much other than Martin's letting that jab go. Kim's just trying to really work the leg kicks early. Ooh. Nice low kick by Kim.
See how Kim is kind of falling for it. I accepted the pump and then threw a leg kick.
Ooh.
Switch leg kick there. Switch round kick, I should say, from Martin Nguyen. Back to center circle. Jab from Kim. There's the overhand right from Martin.
Yeah, neither one wants to step in each other's range. That's why they've been mostly at this kicking range. They're both trying to snap out the jab, but each one of them just staying a little bit out that range. It looks like they're definitely scared of each other's power. They know. Which, respect to Kim for that. I thought he'd be, a little too excited, trying to look for a big knockout. And he's sort of sitting back, leaning on his leg kicks early and just waiting for that counter opportunity. Yeah. Kim's got to start countering those leg kicks. That's where the right hand's going to come. Yeah, Martin Nguyen's got some just clean boxing stance, and he's just got that head movement. Like, he doesn't have to move much, but he's just out of range. Oh! Uh-oh! Kim stung him there. Martin Nguyen didn't like that one. But looks like he's recovered. Yeah, that's definitely going to give some confidence. Now looks like Kim's sort of trying to push forward a little bit, but Nguyen back on his front foot. Ooh, there's the big right that we know from Nguyen. But Kim seemed to take it pretty well. He's now, okay, now Kim's trying to go high with the kicks after going low. Oh my God! Kim with the knockout. Oh my God. Martin Nguyen threw a combo, and he just threw the check right and put him down. Maybe Kim is ready for his title shot. Oh my God. Right on the button. What a counterattack. Knocked out the knockout king. I mean, hey, if you're going to talk that shit, you're going to call him out. You say you want your world title shot. God damn it, that's how you do it. Wow. What? He just knocked out the number one contender. I mean, just a short right. Wow, that was ridiculously quick. It looked like Martin Nguyen was going to land a right, and he just had that quick counter. That is deadly. That is slick. Woo. He's the real deal, and then a couple ground and pound shots just for good measure. Oh, man. I told y'all we weren't going to need the judges on that one. I didn't think it was going to go that way. But, I mean, title shot? Has to be, right? I mean, he's only 3-1 in one championship, but he's knocked out the number one contender in the first round. Get this man his title shot. I don't know. Wow. That's absolutely nuts.
unlearned real knockout that'll be replayed over and over again. And in just a moment, it looks like the draft.
Whew, that was crazy. Let me just tweet that out.
Incredible. Okay, let's go to the Dragon now. Kim Jae-woon with the first round knockout of the number.
Shocking the world.
I can see the emotions coming out. What's going through your mind right now?
양 선수님, 정말로 궁금하신데 지금 심정이 어떠신지 말씀해 주시겠어요?
즐기려고 했는데 솔직히 사람이란 게 무섭고 두렵고.
Woo! Wow. He's crying in his post-fight. I mean, that's crazy. That's one of those where you spoke it into existence, you know? It's crazy. Wow. You know, you call him out, you say, hey, I want Martin Nguyen. I'm going to knock out the knockout king. I want my title shot. And then, God, he did it. That short right hand, man, I can't get over that. It was just so fast, and it was like that, almost that Bruce Lee, like 6-inch punch, you know? It was just bop, right there. Go to sleep. See you later. No need to big wind up for a hook or anything. Just bing, right there. Bop. See ya. Ridiculously fast. Wow.
계속 이 투 하나 기본적으로 저 기본기 하나로만 계속 연습했고 저도 오늘 놀랐어요. 제가 완전 세네요.
That was insane. Like I said, we've had absolutely 3 bangers already. I mean, the heavyweight was a little quick, but 3 absolute bangers, and we still have 3 title fights. What are we doing? This is insane.
You want the winner?
김지영 선수님 이번 12월 5일 날 타겟샷이 있는데
And I mean,
같이 붙으시고 싶으신 상대가 있으신가요?
this is pretty sick for him that he gets to, you know.
영어를 못하는데 이거를 준비했습니다. I'm here to be the best. Hey, let's fight, Khaled. Come on.
He just called out the champ. He said, let's fight. Let's do it.
Your winner.
I respect that. Damn, you can tell. Greatest moment of his life. And that's what I love about One Championship. They give people chances. You know, you get that opportunity to have that big moment. And if you can come through, you know, you can be a star very quick in One Championship. But you got to be able to have a filthy short right like I just saw. All right, y'all. I'm going to hit a quick bathroom break before this strawweight title, and then we'll get into it.
Souza, the number 1 ranked in the world, takes on this man, the champion, Joshua Pacho, in the trilogy match we've all been waiting for. Next, from here in Singapore.
One strawweight world champion Joshua Pacho returns to war to defend the last-remaining belt in Team Makai and the Philippines. The Filipino sensation faces his old rival Yosuke Saruto in an epic rubber match. Pacho first claimed the strawweight belt in 2018, but he soon realized that keeping the gold is tougher than winning it when he faced Saruto for his first title defense. The Team Makai star fell short against the Japanese via a razor-thin split decision, but was soon granted a rematch for a chance to reclaim his belt. One boots of honor.
Sorry, y'all, but we are back. Woo, we got a banger next. The trilogy fight. Josh Pacquiao, the strawweight world champion, taking on Yusuke Saruta. Oh, even Milton's excited for this one. You got Pacquiao or Saruta? That sounded like Saruta. He's thinking the upset. Hey, relax, buddy. Lay down. Lay down. This is going to be an absolute banger. Number one contender versus the champ. Strawweights. Let's look at a little recent run of form for these guys. Josh Pascal, 16-3 overall, 10-3 in one championship on a 3-fight winning streak. His last loss came to Saruta in their first fight, but since then he beat Saruta, beat Rene Catalan with a sub, and then got a split decision against Alex Silva. That was an absolute banger, but I think it's kind of one of those, if you're the champ, if they don't take that belt from you, you're going to get that split decision. So he kept his belt, and now we get the super fight. Now we get the trilogy. Let's run over to Saruta. He is 3-1 in one championship. Kind of came on hot, but in mixed martial arts, he's been around. He's 29-3, 32 overall fights. He's 34 years old, so he came in with a lot of hype. Immediately got, pretty much a title fight right off the jump. Not a title shot right off the jump. After his second fight, he beat Alex Silva as well, and then obviously had the first two fights against Pascal, and then he now knocked out Katakia, and that was a massive statement of hey, I deserve the title shot again. I'm still the number one contender. Give me my trilogy fight. So here we are. This is going to be a banger. And again, some smaller fighters that got some real striking, some real power. So Pascal's probably got a little more of a well-rounded game. He can definitely sub you. He can get you on the ground. But Saruta's got some just slick striking. I will say, and we'll get into it more later, but this main event is so exciting because I genuinely love both fighters. Christian Lee is the absolute man, and Akre Yoon, he's hilarious. I almost want to learn Korean just so I can truly hear what he always has to say. They just showed a little pre-fight preview, and he's like, you should stop talking about being the greatest because I'm taking his belt tonight. He's always talking that shit, but he's always got a little joke with it. It's great. Everybody relax. Ooh, Gregor Petrosian going to be on the next one championship card. That's going to be a banger. One of the greatest kickboxers of all time. George, he's taking on Super Bomb. Oh, in the featherweight championship, that's going to be an absolute banger. That's going to be a huge kickboxing card. And honestly, I will say for US, if you're an American fan and you're trying to learn one championship and whatnot, hey, go lay down. Go lay down, buddy. But yeah, if you're an American fan and you're trying to learn one championship and you're not as familiar with kickboxing and Muay Thai, definitely something you want to look into. And honestly, I think once US fans start really watching it, it's basically what most MMA UFC fans want. It's just striking. It's just elite striking. You take the grappling out of it. You take the wrestling out of it. Obviously, that's part of mixed martial arts that people do appreciate. But, sometimes it is just great to just see two dudes just absolutely elbows, kicks, knees, punches, just go at it. So I think if people really, start to learn the sport a little bit more and just watch it. And one championship will give you that opportunity where you get to see it. We'll see it in the next fight. We're going to see Capitan in a kickboxing title fight. So that's going to be a huge fight. But Ooh, that's going to be great. The Atomweight Grand Prix for women. Ham Shohei is taking on Ritu Phogat. I think Ritu Phogat is one of the rising stars in that division. And then, oh wait, no, Ham Shohei is taking on Stamp Fairtex, who's obviously a star in that. And then Ritu Phogat is fighting on the other side of the bracket. So that's going to be a very interesting semifinals. I really hope we get Ritu versus Stamp in the title there. That would be sick of the Grand Prix. Here we go. Strawweight title.
After splitting two jaw-dropping world championship battles,
Oh, man.
and Yusuke Tsuruta face off in a trilogy for the ages with gold on the line.
Champion versus champion.
I will do everything and show him that I'm the champion of strawweight division.
Oh, man. That head kick knockout for Pascal was one of the sickest knockouts I've seen in a while. But Tsuruta is just goddamn firecracker.
Kung mag-finish natin si Souza via submission is papangalanan ko na Dani Monkey.
Two fierce rivals go to war for a chance to reign over the one strawweight division.
Yeah, one first strike is going to be an absolute banger of a card. Kickboxing Grand Prix. We're going to get some heavyweight kickboxing with Patrick Schmid starting it off. Ooh. Sidhi Chai is going to be on this. Giorgio Petrosian. Yeah, there's going to be some elite. If you want to learn about kickboxing, watch One First Strike.
World champions at one. Now only Pasha remains. Tsuruta knows what it's like to have the gold around his waist.
Tsuruta looks pretty locked in. He just doesn't look excited or anything. He's just dead eye focused.
Tsuruta's been itching for it. Pasha said that Tsuruta deserved.
Got a pretty fire green kid. Okay. I like that.
Now Tsuruta gets that chance. Talking to the Ninja earlier this week, he said he will finish Joshua Pasho in the very first round.
Let's go. This is going to be a banger.
Representing Japan, the challenger.
Okay. I kind of like that. On his background, he's got a lot of like Japanese symbols and imagery. Yusuke Tsuruta, the ninja. I like the song for the walkout. That's a pretty fire shirt he's wearing on the walkout too. It says Yuruki Tsuruta, the ninja, and then just Fatal Showdown, Tokyo, Japan, with like a samurai sword through the middle. That's a pretty fire shirt, I'm not gonna lie. He gets his title, I might look into getting one of those shirts. Those things are fire. What?
To stand there and make it a kickboxing fight. He needs to utilize the hands, the kicks, every single area along with the takedowns.
All right, let's see here.
Very strong takedowns, good top game, and needs to mix things up against the champion, Michael.
And here comes the champ, Josh Passia.
Joshua Pasha, the gold draped over.
I love that they get to walk in with the belt. Josh the Passion Pascal. fighting out of the Philippines. I believe is he also Team Lakai? Yeah, he's a fighter out of Team Lakai. If you're not familiar, Team Lakai has a massive presence in one championship. They used to basically run one championship where I think they had something like, it was like 6 out of the 10 possible titles at one point. And I believe this is their last champion holding a belt. So this is big for his gym. Team Lakai, known for their absolute sick striking and their fire red shorts. Everyone from Team Lakai wears these like really crazy red shorts. So if you see people wearing red shorts in one championship, they're usually Team Lakai. So hopefully he can keep his, the last belt that they have for now. But that'll be a tough one. Oh, let's go. Always a firework. Haters in the building. Something goes on all right. Love it. Oh. It's crazy how, he's only 25 and he's already a champion. He's already had, 10, 14 fights in, how many fights has he had in one championship? I know I just looked it up. Sorry, it's a little early. But yeah, he's already had 13 fights in one championship at the age of 25. They call him the pride of the Philippines for a reason. So. Yeah, if this stands and bangs, I really think he's going to be able to I really hope he can do it. Come on. I want Team Lakai to keep a belt. I don't know. I kind of like both these guys, but I think I'm leaning Pacquiao on this one. He has an 84% career finishing rate. That's some serious power and serious submission game from strawweights. Like that's a small dude who can really put some dudes out. All right, strawweight world championship. Yeah, if Souza can find a way to the ground, that's how he won the first one. So hopefully it can stay up. One championship champion title fights are 5-minute rounds, but again, still just judged on the whole. It's not round by round scoring.
Is presented to you by Holcim. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a former one-strawweight world champion and the #1 strawweight contender, standing at 160 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 21 wins and 9 losses. Training out of Wadutse Keishu High Cards.
This is going to be interesting. Oh, man.
Stepping into action is
Souza looks cut down, too. He looks in great shape for this fight. Pacquiao always looks good, He's a professional.
Representing the Philippines. Get ready for the reigning and defending undisputed
I could see it pretty early. I don't think early finish because I think they're going to respect each other enough to, they kind of know each other. This is the trilogy fight, obviously. So I could see it going a little while, but I think by the second or third round, either Pascal's going to find his range on the feet or Saruta's going to be able to close that distance and find a takedown.
It's Friday, September 24, 2021 at 9:58 p.m. in Singapore. The strawweight championship of the
Crazy.
world.
It's 9:58 p.m. in Singapore. Like,
The world champion versus the number
crazy that it's 7 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona right now. Okay, they're kind of throwing early. Both are kind of staying out of each other's range so far. Early kick by Pasha, but caught.
Yeah, Souza always comes in great shape, but this is some of the best condition I've ever seen, man.
Oh, nice high kick for Pasha. Follows it up with a combo. Ooh, nice leg kick for Saruta. Answering back.
Pasha did tell me he wanted to throw the right kick, but he also wants to throw the left kick as well, and he just landed one clean.
Saruta looks like he's kind of pressing forward a little bit more now. Pasha is just so quick when he explodes. Feints the kicks. Oh, Saruta tries to throw a combo, but Pasha slips out the way. Oh, he catches the kick and puts him down. Looks like more of a trip, but well defended by Pasha. Yeah, that's the scary thing for Saruta. Anything he tries, Pasha is just so quick on the counter. Ooh. Again, Saruta tried the overhand right and just a quick left counter from Pasha was just immediately there. Yeah, Saruta's got to eventually find a way to get in for a takedown because if he stands here, I think Pasha is going to find that range.
So much expectation on the shoulders of 25-year-old world champion Pasha. The last remaining Filipino world champion.
Caught the kick. Ooh. Just missed the right. Yeah, Saruta really can't be just throwing those like soft, like, or not soft, but like just naked leg kicks. Because Pasha is catching them and then he's throwing them off balance. Okay, looks like a bit of a low blow, but Saruta seems okay. Fight on.
And also, of course, the big one, the main event. Christian Lee defends the lightweight championship of the world against Nguyen.
You can tell the respect out of these guys. Neither one wants to really get in the range. They're just trying to find that distance, but both respect the power. Oh, wow. Pasha's got great head movement. Anytime Saruta's really tried to throw a big combo, nothing's really landed. Maybe a bit of a jab on the entrance, but he slips out the way. And if he can slip one of those and land the counter, it could be night-night. Solid body kick for Pasha. Follows up with the teep kick. Oh! Oh! Pasha! Putting it on him! It could be over! It's over! Wow! Saruta, I told you can't throw those blind, lazy kicks. He just threw an outside kick with nothing behind it, and the big right counter stunned him, and then he just rained hell on him. My God. Pasha is a problem. You give him an opening, he takes it, and you're going to be doing the chicken dance. wow. Team Lakai keeps the belt. The pride of Philippines. That gold strawweight coming back to the Philippines. Wow, that was impressive. That was really impressive. Let's see it here. Yep. Throws the kick, and I mean, the kick even landed. The low kick even landed. He just came back with it right over the top. And then, oh man, just right, left, and then just started raining the rights. Oh, right on the button. Oh man. When you're starting just spinning as you're running away and you're still getting hit, it's going to be a bad night for you. But wow. Josh Pascal, strawweight world champion. And I mean, obviously, it's one championship. They're always building up talent and they're always getting new talent. But it's starting to get one of those that, like, it seemed like Ceruto is the guy to beat him as he had before. But Pascal is just looking better and better in every performance. And he might hold on to this title for a while. I mean, we'll see. It's a talented strawweight division, but whew, with a game like this, I don't know who's going to be taking it. Whew.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called us up to this contest after 3 minutes and 38 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout, and still the undisputed one strawweight champion of the world, Joshua Pascal.
I dare say there will not be a fourth match. The reign of gold continues for Pascal. And who will he face next? Perhaps Volkan Masvidal.
Wow, shout out the pride of Philippines. That was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, when you can just eat a kick and still have the power to just absolutely drop him, like when you're not even fully on the, it wasn't like he had a clean step into it or anything. He was, his leg was getting kicked in and he just brought that right over the top. Lordy.
I just want to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for the safety and for the victory. And thank you, One Championship, again, Sir Chadwick, for the opportunity. It's been 1 year and 8 months.
Wow, that was absolutely crazy.
It's been hard, but I'm ready, and I proved that I'm here to stay as a champion.
Well, you have the record for most strawweight wins inside one championship.
Wow, that was now the record win. Most strawweight wins in one championship history, Joshua Pascal. That's impressive. And like I said, I don't know if this run's going to come to an end anytime soon. So excited to see who's next or who thinks they have their chance against them, but this guy's a problem.
You did it was really impressive. He threw the leg kick, and you were able to counter with the left hand. Take a look at this. And was that a right hand, rather? Sitting down.
Oh, man. Left, right. Oh, just raining on this dude. That was tough. Put him down with the right, and then Ceruto was trying to get away. He sort of did the spin turn, and he just caught him with the left the other way. Oh, jeez.
Well, the best defense is a good offense, and you showed that here tonight. Now, I know this.
Oh, Jordan Spieth, we can't be missing putts for the U.S. I do have the Ryder Cup is on as well.
This week is for all the Filipino fans to uplift their spirit. Even though this is our situation, we can fight and stand on our ground.
Yes, you can. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
What an absolute banger. This card has been unreal. I mean, this is tough on me. I can't be this excited this early on a Friday. My God.
The belt stays in the Philippines with their only
And then next fight, we got Kapitan versus Outa, Bantamweight Kickboxing World Championship. Kapitan, one of my favorite kickboxers in the world. He's a freak. His kicks, his strikes, like he is brutal. So kickboxing, they use larger gloves. I believe they're 10-ounce in one championship, but the kickboxing do use different gloves than the MMA or Muay Thai.
Of his career. Tonight, the one bantamweight kickboxing world champion defends his title for the first time against Mexico.
I'm glad I wanted a little kickboxing, change something up. I mean, shit, the last couple of fights have been mostly kickboxing anyways. But, oh man. Kapitan is a absolute problem. Wow, he started training MMA at 9 years old. Crazy. This was his fight against Ramazanov. This is really where he came on, like at the beginning of this year, January, and he put him out. He absolutely put on a clinic. That's where he became the champ and was just like, hey, I am here.
The one bantamweight kickboxing division is one of the toughest on the planet, and it will be no easy feat to compete for gold.
This is going to be a banger. But Zatout is no joke either. Diamond Heart, fire nickname. Career Muay Thai. He's mostly a Muay Thai fighter, but you will see that in one championship that you will see some crossover from Muay Thai to kickboxing and even into MMA. Some guys will kind of move over. He's career 77, 39, and 1 in Muay Thai. In one championship, he's 1-1 in Muay Thai, 1-1 in kickboxing. But he's getting a chance at the kickboxing title. Obviously, he's a veteran of the sport. So this is gonna be an interesting one.
Tonight, kickboxing veteran Mexico gets his shot at gold.
He hasn't gotten a finish yet in all decisions so far. So that'll be interesting where Kapitan's got some finishes and he's got some real power. So is Zatout going to be able to, either find that power or be able to really put it together for 3 rounds to be able to beat him? I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
And is looking for his 3rd consecutive finish.
But I mean, Kapitan, he's had, I believe, 3 straight knockouts. He's only 2-0 in one championship, a career Muay Thai and kickboxing record of 144 and 40. So that ain't no joke. Kapitan is the real deal. And that's kind of something you see, especially with a lot of these Thai fighters. And that's what kind of one championship's really working to do within the Muay Thai and kickboxing worlds is kind of unify everything. Because that's sort of been the problem with kickboxing and Muay Thai is there's been so many promotions, so many different countries, so many different organizations that all, even gyms like in Thailand, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically each gym or arena can hold tournaments. And so you can be the champion of, if it was in American terms, you could be the champion of Madison Square Garden, but someone else is the champion of the Staples Center, So that's what one championship's really looking to do. And that's why it's one championship, is that they want to unify it. So there's truly one champion and we can bring the best of the best talent in Muay Thai and kickboxing to all fight under one umbrella. And they're really doing well. And that's why you're seeing the, kickboxing legends like Kapitan and like Zatout being here and being on the highest level. And I love to see it because a lot of times when I've talked to some other, Muay Thai fighters and stuff, that's what they always talk about is even like, oh, there was the golden era in Thailand, and then there was but there was badasses over here, but there was these guys in Europe, and there was these guys here, and there wasn't as much, cross promotion, and we never saw. There was times where you wouldn't see the best fight the best, and now we're getting that here in one championship. Here comes Mehdi Zatou, originally from Algeria, fighting out of France. What gym's he at? Oh, he's actually training in Thailand now. So he was born in Algeria, lived in France. He's now training at Venom training camp in Thailand. So that's interesting. Obviously, if you're going to be in one and you want to sharpen your Muay Thai and kickboxing skills, Thailand's usually one of the best places to do so. So that makes a lot of sense. Coming out with the Algerian flag. Fire gold kit that he's walking out with. Got the Algerian flag and the French flag on it. Venom. That's a clean kit. Now, most of Mehdi's fights have been in a ring. Sometimes in one championship and obviously other promotions, but even in one, occasionally if they have a mostly Muay Thai and kickboxing card, they will fight in a ring. It's not quite a boxing ring. There's more ropes to it, so it acts a little bit more like a wall type thing than traditional like boxing ropes. But sometimes they will fight in a ring. This one is going to be in the MMA circle, so I wonder if that is going to change at all, the game plan or how they go about controlling it. Because that can be a bit of a game plan with a square ring, is you can use the corners to your advantage. And you can try to, set traps and get people in corners and really work people off the ropes. The MMA style circle cage is going to be a little bit of a different aspect. So I wonder if that changed anything for him. I mean, obviously, very experienced fighters. I don't think it'll be a massive thing, but it will be interesting to see if they use cage work or if just the general, the slightly smaller cage kind of forces them to the middle, possibly. And here comes the champ. Let's go, Capitan. Sick nickname, the One Punch Man. You earn a nickname like that in kickboxing. Especially with the bigger gloves, having that kind of knockout power is real. Come on now. I mean, I'm rooting for Capitan to keep his belt. I'll be real. He's one of my favorite kickboxers in the world. Perhaps in the armor, and Mehdi is the guy who can capitalize on it. The trick is that when Capitan swamps you and swarms you with those punches, like he did against Ramazanov, his hands are low. If Mehdi can come over the top and clip him, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Is basically, I mean, Capitan is going to absolutely put the fire force on you, but when he does, his guard's pretty low, so there are counter-attacking opportunities. Now, a lot of people have to damn near shell up when he attacks, so they can't really do much for they can't really do a whole lot to really defend that. But if you can find a way to counter over the top, those opportunities could be there. And Mehdi definitely has some real power, even though he hasn't gotten a finish yet in one championship. That power is still real.
historic Souza of Muay Thai kickboxing. Capitan 28-year-old with 144 wins.
That Pride tank top, PRYDE. I don't know if that's the gym with that like panther thing. That's pretty fire. Okay.
Capitan does have that power striking. Here he is putting on Ramazanov.
Oh man. Because that's the brutal thing. He just throws these like powerful, fast combos up top, but while he's doing it, he's also just chewing up your legs and in your body. And then the second your hands go down, boom, that one punch man power comes over the top.
The one bantamweight kickboxing champion of the world is also a Lumpini Stadium champion. This guy has done a lot. He's an active member of the military. He's so stoic. He's so confident when you speak to him. It's kind of intimidating just to talk to the guy. But he's so articulate as well. He will tell you exactly what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. He's going to be very aggressive. He is going to put a lot of pressure on Manny Zatu. He's going to back him up against the wall and then start beating on him. He plans to use that right hand and kick here tonight.
Let's do it inside of Burger. Let's see who's the man of the Kings here.
Oh man, this is gonna be a banger. So I really do think Capitan's gonna dominate, but it's kind of one of those things that like if Medi's gonna win, it's gonna be a huge counter, and that's gonna be like, whoa, shocker, you know?
It's the battle. The bantamweight kickboxing championship of the world. It's Thailand versus Algeria. The challenger stands 4 centimeters.
Medi is a little taller, so maybe you can try to get a little bit of that range and just slip out and get that counter. Usually with Capitan, it doesn't really matter. But kickboxing, no elbows, no throws, no grappling.
This next match is 5 rounds of 3 minutes on the one bantamweight kickboxing world championship. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a WBC Muay Thai world champion.
Diamond Heart's a fire nickname for his title.
Holding a Muay Thai and kickboxing record of 77 wins.
It still blows my mind, and I'm still getting used to like Muay Thai and kickboxing because obviously they're way more active, especially in their amateur careers and as they're coming up. But it's like Medi's the less experienced fighter with like 110 fights. You know, that's crazy to me. Looks like Jude had to go through some cupping. Wonder if he had any issues with his camp. Got the cup marks on his back. Some people just like to do that. It's not always in showing of an injury or struggle with, a weight cut or something like that, but something I'm curious about.
Please welcome the reigning and defending undisputed bantamweight kickboxing champion of the world, One Punch Man, Capitan.
Oh, here we go.
When the action begins, your referee in charge.
Oh, classic. Olivier Coste. He's been a ref forever. All right, they touch gloves, and we are off. This is going to be an absolute banger.
The bantamweight kickboxing champion of the world of 5 rounds or less.
So 5 round for a title fight, even in kickboxing.
Will he become
Zatsu immediately taking the center of the cage. That's interesting.
The Algerian,
Oof.
77 career wins.
Snapping off those kicks early.
Champion in the white. Capitan.
And by the way, kickboxing only 3-minute rounds, but it is 5 rounds.
Doing a good job of taking center circle, not allowing Capitan to back him up.
Yes.
Be a little bit more active here. Start with the feints. I like the feints, but Capitan.
Oh man, how Capitan can just snap off those kicks just so quick.
Just keep an eye on the guard of Capitan. How he tends to
Ooh, high kick from Medi.
in the right hand. Let's see if Satoru can capitalize on that.
Yeah, Capitan really keeps that low guard. He uses head movement and footwork to try to use his defense, but wonder if that becomes a problem, especially since the Toads really he's backing him down. He's taking control of the center of the cage.
He's got that much experience. He can sense when the punches are coming and he will evade.
I love that the refs, they push for action. They're like, hey, let's go. Come on.
Capitan, you're right, but if any of those punches then rally back.
See, look at that. He knows where Satu wants to throw the punch.
All right, Capitan back in the middle, back to pressuring. That's going to be an interesting battle this whole fight. Who can control the center of the cage? Who can back down their opponent?
Capitan called him out, said, let's do it. But so far, just a filling out process.
Ooh.
And then switches legs to the back.
Solid feint and then switch kick. Nice left over the top of Capitan.
I love the way Capitan mixes in his shots. He's like almost
Yeah, you truly never know. Ooh, nice right counter by Capitan. Now they're throwing.
Good counter right hand from Capitan that momentarily rattled the jaw of Medi Satu. Under a minute remaining, first round
Ooh.
5 of this World Championship bout. Second bout, triple main event tonight, Craig.
lots of feints coming.
Medi, when he can get the center of the cage, is kicking nicely.
You can see the way
But then when he starts getting back down,
hands, but
Zatu's really able to...
they come at a different angle. So it's not like a typical tight fighter who has that high guard the entire time. By dropping his hands down by his waist, he's punching from a
Oh.
different
Oh,
It's always
nice combos.
It's a reaction from Capitan to get his head off the center line and then come back with a counter shot.
Once again, folks, this is scored round by 3 judges, circle side on the 10th
Oh.
system.
Oh, Capitan. Now he's going more to his game, where he's really closing that range, moving his head, and then just throwing combos. There was a nice little counter by Medi. Okay, solid first round. I think you probably give a little advantage to Capitan, but Zatu, he definitely held the center of the cage. He definitely, looked pretty good on the kicks. And got a couple counters in there, a couple decent little combos, but it was a really feeling out round. We'll see if Capitan tries to really pick up the volume, tries to pick up the pressure, see where that goes from here in the second round.
Where Capitan has his hands down by his waist.
Which I'm unofficially going to go a 10-all first round at this 5. How do you see it?
I would go 10-9.
Okay, 10-9 says the Dragon. Your thoughts, folks?
One of the announcers said 10-10 round. The other announcer said 10-9 Capitan, obviously unofficial. So we'll see there. All right, we're off for the second round here. Meeting in the middle immediately. Medi with the kicks. But Capitan more taking the center of the cage, backing him down early. All right, a little bit of a higher guard for Capitan here. Oh, nice right by Capitan. Ooh, both of these guys' head movement is elite. Uh-oh. That's where Capitan likes to be, in a phone booth, just throwing knees, throwing little hooks, And that's where he's trying to fight from this round. He's trying to really close that distance.
Quarter shots, man. They can just stick their foot inside a tire and start throwing hands. It's so dangerous inside that time.
Just a warning from Olympian Cost not to capture the counter, not permitted under kickboxing rules. Atan comes forward. Nice evasion. Middies a two, leaned back like Fat Joe and looked at Carter.
These shots are just missing.
Body, head. Nice two-punch combination. Ground kick.
Ooh.
Covers up, shrugs him off.
Medi really standing with him.
On goal from Middy.
He's looking sharp here in the second.
Two took again. And a step through
Ooh.
Middy. Was off target.
I mean, Medi's being first on the combos now.
See it. Both left and right with lateral movement really is spectacular. And those feints in the first kind of gave you an idea of the movement of Capitan. Like, see, keep going back to it.
Wow, Medi solid combo there.
1 minute remaining. Good round from Middy. Crunches towards his corner momentarily. Hook to right.
Medi's moving a lot better. He's getting out of the range of Capitan. He's countering well. Ooh, big right for him.
See at the end of the combination, May's dropping his hands too.
I like the swag.
Oh, some knees. Solid body shot, though, for Capitan. This is a banger.
This is turning into an intriguing matchup.
A lot more clinching in the second round. Capitan's trying to really close the distance. Ooh, big knee for Medi. Oh, nice low kick. Oh, here's Capitan. This is where he starts really mixing up the combos. Kicks to punches to jabs to hooks. Oh, what a big left from Medi. Oh, end of the second round. Great round. I probably have it 10-9 Medi in that one. I think it's 1-1 on the rounds. 19-19 going into the third. But I mean, Capitan had a couple nice counters and combos in that.
I thought it was a little more active. I like the way he throws the left hook, then he turns away, pirouettes away. I like the knees he threw on the inside as well. It's only a slight 10-9 round if you can't really go 9.5, so it's a 10-9 round on mine unofficially for Medi.
Yeah, it's close, but like his movements there, he's being active, but is he really landing anything?
He let it go to Capitan. Or it wasn't laced with power. You're scoring at the Capitan Dragon?
I'm gonna go 10-10.
10 it is. Third round. Folks, your thoughts, let us know at 1.
All right, round 3, here we go.
Ladies and two, do you have it for Capitan? Ready? So far, Mitch and I have it an even contest.
Touching gloves before round 3, and we're back in it. Capitan immediately takes the early, takes the center, big right. Ooh, now Medi's starting to slip him left and right. Get out of the encounter.
He's got the speed of the Capitan. Doesn't have the power.
When Medi's going straight back, he's been getting in trouble. When he's moving laterally left and right, he's been able to counter very well. But it looks like Medi's kind of keeping his hands low too now.
In those 7 months, he added about 4 or 5 kilos of pure muscle. And we're seeing that, and it didn't slow him down at all.
Tattoo seems to be oozing with confidence. Gets a little nod to his corner. Saying,
Ooh, good knees by Medi.
Knees on the inside from Capitan, the defending champion.
Oh, nice kick by Capitan.
I feature knees.
Capitan's really trying to close the distance in this third round. Getting the clinch, outside kicks, knees to the body, little hooks from inside. Ref obviously splitting them up after the clinch, but it looks like that's kind of where they're going. Oh, now he's gonna warn them on yeah, they're saying it's not Muay Thai. Stop with the clinching.
the range in which they're striking at.
Yeah, they're just in a phone booth, so obviously they're gonna clinch. But oh man,
They are clinching up. They're locking horns. Let's dig into the body by
damn,
Souza.
Medi. Oh, brutal body kick. Jeez, they are just trading.
He got put on by Medi. To score so far again.
Block that kick. Oh, nice combo by Medi. Capitan answers right back. Oh, Medi calling him out. That could be a bad idea. Uh-oh, Capitan teeing off. Capitan teeing off. Oh, man. Medi looked a little wobbled here. Capitan smelled blood in the water. Medi trying to counter back. Oh, big knee to the body. Now Capitan's trying to pour it on him. He's handling some of this power. He's eating it. Not a lot of people can take the one-punch man. But Capitan's starting to see his opponent start to fade a little bit. And he's starting to really rain knees to the body and combos to the chin. Oh, little combo there from Medi back. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that round had to go to Capitan. I think it's 2-1 Capitan. First and third for him. Look at this. Just right on the button there. Relax. Hey, go lay down, buddy. Sorry for the dogs.
The way they came over the top with that left hand and he followed it up with the right again at the end there.
Oh, man. Whew. We still got 2 rounds of this to go. This is an absolute banger. Y'all want to learn about kickboxing, this is a great one to watch. Oh, shoot. I plug in my laptop. Oh, didn't want to lose the stream there. And we're back off round 4 here. Zatut early, right to the jaw. Oh, yeah, buddy. Come on, Capitan. Nice body shot. Capitan calling him on. He wants to come here. Let's fight. Zatut probably being smart, trying to keep up the movement. This is tough. Oh, you just put one on the chin and left. Capitan trying to corner him. Solid counter, though, by Medi. And the ref breaks him up. Whew. Seems like Capitan's kind of starting to get his confidence here and really start to walk him down. Oh, big right to the chin. Oh, man. You can see Zatut really getting tired here. Oh, and those leg kicks causing a Zatut trying to throw back, but it looks like Capitan's starting to see the beginning of the end and really stalk his prey. Oh, solid kick to the body there. Zatut tries to counter. Oh, man, those leg kicks are adding up on Zatut. He caught the kick. Is that going to be a yellow card? No, just hard warning. Yeah, you can tell both of these fighters have some Muay Thai backgrounds because they're catching kicks. They're going to the clinches a lot. which obviously you can't do in kickboxing. Ooh, big right by Capitan. Thrown back by Medi. Oh, big knee to the body. 30 seconds left. Wow. High energy for 4 rounds already. Medi, couple nice little combo. Body high. And back to the clinch. And broken up. 10 seconds left. Kind of just standing there. Let's see if they'll throw. All right. And there's the bell. That was a tough round to score. Medi had some real nice counters, but I think Capitan was probably a little more active. That might be a 10-10 round personally, but if I had to lean one way, I'd probably say 3-1 Capitan. I think he got the first, the second, or the first, the third, and the fourth round. Fourth round, maybe a draw. But one more round. This is the championship round. This is where champions are made. Let's see what they can got.
You know what, Mitch? I'll be honest, I am. I thought Capitan would be down a year earlier, but Medi, give him credit, and as we said, he knows all the tricks and times.
Fifth and final. Let's go, boys. This is what it's all about.
We saw that in the third round when Medi almost went down. The knees buckled momentarily. He came back well though. In the fourth round, maybe just lost the fourth round, but he's still here. I mean, 39-38 after 4 in favor of Capitan.
Capitan early taking the middle of the cage.
If Souza wins this round unofficially, it would be a year in one Super Series. So, if the aggression keeps up with
Capitan. Ooh! Big right. Yeah, Capitan's really moving forward, really trying to put it on him in this final round.
Still looks fresh. Not as fresh as Capitan, though, but
They're really starting to just kind of slow down the action. Ref's not having it. He's telling them to fight. Let's go. Capitan doing a little dancing here. He's saying, come on, let's fight. Let's go. Yeah, Olivia Cott's looking for more action out of these two. Okay, here we go. Saw a little counter for the two, but doesn't really land. Capitan's dancing. He probably feels like he's got this fight. He's doing a little dancing, throwing a couple kicks. A little more high guard. Costa saying, let's fight. Finally, Medi saying, let's go. Come to me. Medi now sort of backing him down. Throw a nice combo into the clinch. About a minute to go here. I'd like to see Capitan put a little exclamation point on the end of this. Come on, let's go. Oh, big right by Capitan. Sort of just dancing on him, doing the little, shimmy shake, a little boxing. Okay, Medi's starting to throw. Come on, 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's see something. Caught the kick. Broken up, 20 seconds to go. Come on, Capitan. Put it on him. Checks the kick. Capitan throws another kick to the body. 10 seconds, and it looks like we're going to the judges on this one. Great fight. I'll be right back.
49-48 to Kapitan.
That's pretty close, man. That was a significant shot. Little skip forward, Superman punch there. Kind of like the palm of a glove, though. Didn't quite turn the knuckles over. But Satu was in this, man. You said you were surprised to see him there in the fifth and final. I'm surprised this went to decision.
But I do think, as you said, I think that he's going to look back at the video of this tomorrow and prove that he didn't go a little harder in the final round. That he got stuck into mind games by Kapitan. And maybe, like you said, being the understatement of Dragon, the gas tank was depleted in the final 3 minutes.
But then he did say that Kapitan was good at psychology. He was good at controlling you with his
I
mind.
want to say, Dragons, take you a while to out the score counts here. As I said, this is close, folks. I'm giving it an each 1 point in favor of Kapitan over Vinicius. We Rick Dragon coupled with this.
All right, let's see what the judges got on this one.
Okay, now
So differently in one championship, the kickboxing is actually scored round by round versus the fight on the whole.
And CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Sintokong.
Chatri got the belt.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner.
All 3 judges unanimous.
Decision.
And still undisputed champion Capitan. I would have liked to put a little more in the 5th round, but I think he kind of knew he had it, so he just didn't want to just put it on his opponent for no reason. Get the dub, keep the belt, move along. But oh boy, do we have ourselves a main event coming now. 2 of my favorite fighters in one championship, Christian Lee taking on Yoon. Woo! This is going to be a banger, the lightweight title.
he stood on his feet, he stayed on his feet, he didn't go down, rallied back and played a real tight contest, Dragon.
Yes, he did. He looked sharp. Satu just didn't have enough there at the end to really do enough. He got caught there in the 3rd, and he never looked the same. And after
Like
that,
you said early on, first 2 rounds, he was on fire. I mean, those beautiful left hooks, the step through knees, the leg kicks, if only a little power was behind them from many, you wonder what might have happened.
I am big excited for this one. I think we roll up one more for the main event. Why not, right? Get a little smoking.
Kapitan. Wow, what a fun matchup that was. Were you surprised that your opponent was able to handle your power the way that he did?
ค่ะคุณกติตันคืนนี้ต่อสู้ได้สุดยอดมากๆเลยนะคะแล้วก็สนุกมากๆเลยไม่ทราบว่าประหลาดใจนะคะที่ผู้ต่อสู้อึดมากขนาดนี้ค่ะมาถึง5 ยก
ก็ยอมรับครับที่เขามาที่ว่ามีประสบการณ์จากที่นำเรียนมาตอนแรกว่าที่เขาผ่านมาเยอะแล้วก็เป็นมวยที่เขาเป็นมวยที่อาจจะเหมือนกันที่เคยกล่าวไว้ก่อนหน้านี้ครับ
Well, I'm not very surprised since he's really an experienced fighter, and also as I mentioned earlier in the press conference that he's quite a tough guy. So I'm not really surprised at all for his performance tonight.
Well, are
Oh,
you
what up, Odie?
disappointed in not
Welcome to
being
the
able
stream,
to
Odie.
get what you predicted?
เรียนรับทราบว่าผิดหวังนะคะที่คืนนี้ไม่ได้น็อกเอาท์อย่างที่ตั้งใจไว้อะค่ะ
ก็ขอโทษแฟนมวยที่ดูที่ตามเชียร์ครับคือวันนี้ต่อยได้ตามมาตรฐานดีครับแล้วก็ขอโทษครับงั้นต่อไปจะปรับปรุงในจุดที่เสียหายในวันนี้นำมาพัฒนาให้ดีมากขึ้นในครั้งต่อไปครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณเสียโบ๊ทครับที่ให้
Let's see what he got in the post-fight interview here. I mean, retaining your belt, that's got to feel great.
ในการดูแลรักษามาตลอดครับแล้วก็ทุกอาจารย์ทีมงานครอบครัวที่ทุกคนที่ให้กำลังใจกันมาตลอดขอบคุณครับ
Well, I would like to apologize all my fans for my performance tonight. I think it's quite good stand-up, and I'm not
Wow.
happy.
Capitan apologizing to his fans for his performance tonight. He said it's not up to my standard. It's not what I expect for the fight, for my fans. I wanted to finish. I wanted to put on a better show, but I'll be better next time.
There's no reason to be disappointed. Now, there has been some talk about you possibly going over to Muay Thai. to compete against Nong O, or do you want to stay and defend your kickboxing belt?
ค่ะก็ทีนี้
Interesting. They just asked him if he wants to go over to Muay Thai and fight Nong O, who's a legend in Muay Thai, or does he want to stay and defend his kickboxing title?
มีแผนครับไปมาแล้วทำหน้าที่ของคิกบ็อกซิ่งให้ดีที่สุดแต่เป็นคนที่เก่งที่สุดในโลกในรุ่นเวทเวทของในคิกบ็อกซิ่งครับ
Well, I'm not planning to crossing to Muay Thai yet because I want to maintain my bantamweight one world title for kickboxing as long as possible. I want to be the best.
He says he wants to be the best bantamweight kickboxer of all time, so for as long as he's retaining his title, he's not going to switch over to Muay Thai. I respect that. If you're a champ, keep running your shits. Become the great.
The One Super Series Bantamweight Kickboxing Championship of the world. And a very close contest against ladies and gentlemen. Folks, that means one more title match to come. Up next, this man, Yoon, who has already defeated Malikin and Eddie Alvarez, takes on the world champion, the Warrior Christian Lee.
The Warrior Christian Lee, the older brother of Victoria Lee that we saw earlier, obviously from a fighting family. He is the champ. And Yoon, he's earned this shot, so this is going to be a very interesting fight.
This is our journey. All of the people and the smiles. The late night preparation. The sweat.
Man, oh man, oh man. What a card. Top to bottom, all 5 fights so far have been sick. We've already gotten 2 title fights. 1 new champion. 1 retained their belt. And we still have another title fight here. So this is absolutely incredible.
I had no idea that we would be where we are today. I want to celebrate this with our fans by doing something very special and historic.
I got to get in touch with some people at the Barstool Sportsbook. Get these 1 championship lines on it. I want to be able to bet on these. I mean, Arizona's got legal betting now, so why not? And I know y'all probably missed it early, but definitely go back and look up the James Yang fight and the Marcus Buchecha fight. They got the no judge necessary bump. They came out, talked to us, and won their fights. That's what happens every single fighter that has talked to us. Jackie Boonton did it. James Yang did it today. Buchecha did it. So if you're a 1 championship fighter and you're trying to win, hit us up. No judge necessary, boys. We'll give you that magic rundown. You'll get that dub.
One lightweight world champion Christian Lee ruled the division and almost cleared out the top contenders.
Yeah, I mean, Christian Lee's just been absolutely dominating this division since he's shown up. And it was kind of one of those who can challenge him. But Yoon has really come onto the scene, and he's put on some impressive performances. And that's what he keeps saying. He's like, yeah, Christian Lee thinks he's the best lightweight of all time and all this, but he hasn't seen me yet. So let's see it.
이제는 뭐 제가 또 레전드가 될 수 있도록 이제 분들께 이제 좋은 경기를 많이 펼치.
I'll have an answer for everything he throws at me. And I'm going to take it down and I'm going to submit him.
Christian says he's got an answer for everything he got.
What a year he has had. 18 months ago, most of the world didn't know about
They put up the LeBron graphic for him. They put up the Medis that's out graphic. Wow.
few weeks.
Instead of Yoon.
Two former world champions, Eddie Alvarez and Barry Gaffordov, and he beat both of them. Both times he went in as the underdog, but the big underdog.
Yeah, I mean, Yoon's been the big underdog on his last two fights, and he's come through, and that's why he has this title shot. So he's clearly not scared of the moment. He's clearly not scared of being the underdog or everyone kind of thinking he's going to lose. That hasn't affected him yet, so I'm big with it.
To world superstardom.
Representing South Korea. The challenger.
Yoon. Pretty fire walkout for him. I mean, he beat Eddie Alvarez, and that was the moment that everyone was like, oh, Eddie's going to beat the shit out of this guy. And that was his, hey, I'm here moment. So, you know, it was impressive. Obviously, a little, some people thought it was a little controversial, but hey, he got the finish, you know. A lot of people thought, oh, Eddie should still be in there, you know, they shouldn't have stopped it yet, but, you know, they don't care. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care who you think's gonna win. He's here to bang. But if it can end up on the ground, I think it's a problem for Yoon. But if they can stand and bang, I think he's got a chance. I mean, people have counted him out of his last fights, and it hasn't gone well for them. So I wouldn't count him out in this one. But here comes the champ, Christian Lee, and oh man, that one championship belt so fire. As I discussed earlier with Victoria Lee, they are from Hawaii. I believe Angela's actually back in Hawaii watching there, but they also have a whole setup here in Singapore that they kind of train and fight and kind of more or less set up shop out there. He's fighting out of Evolve MMA. They're fighting out of Evolve. They kind of have their own gym as well, but mostly doing their full camps at Evolve here in Singapore. That's going to be so sick walking past, seeing your sister's poster and then seeing your own. That's got to be pretty sick. The Warrior. Come on, represent USA. Let's go. Christian Lee, that's my dog. USA is going to win the Ryder Cup, and he's going to keep his belt. Let's go. They call him the best lightweight on the planet. I mean, it's a bold statement, but so far, what he's done and what he has the chance to prove, they might not be wrong on that. We're going to see. I mean, this is the weekend of lightweight titles. We got one in one championship. We got one in the UFC. So we're going to see some of the most elite lightweights in the absolute world this weekend. I'm so excited.
brilliant the way that he came under that big punch, caught him with the check left hook. He has submission skills. He's got knockout power.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the more complete lightweights I've ever seen fight. He's got knockout power. He's got slick stand-up game. He gets to the ground. He'll dominate. He can submit them. Like, his jiu-jitsu is elite. Like, he really just – he grew up as a mixed martial artist. He really worked on all disciplines and truly became, you know, a great all-around fighter. Most wins in one history, 3-time world champion. I mean, Christian Lee's that guy. He won the lightweight Grand Prix to get his title shot. He's that guy. Oh, man, this is going to be an absolute banger. I mean, he's talked about he wants to get a first-round finish, so I'm expecting fireworks in this title shot right off the jump. A little taller for Yoon. I wonder if that range can, you know, maybe keep him a little bit away from the takedowns, especially. Hopefully that range can help him a bit on the, you know, on the submission game. But this is going to be an interesting one. The main event of the evening. Obviously, title fights for one championship, 5-minute rounds. Who knows if we'll need them all with these two guys, but we got them if we need them. I like that they'll use some of the refs for judges, which I think refs and judges, we need to get more into that. I've always said that judges are usually trash, especially in other promotions. But Olivia Cost, who refed one of the other fights, is now judging this fight. So I like that, where you can get people who understand the fight, who have been in the cage, who know what it's all about.
Representing South Korea. Stepping into action is
here we go. I mean, is this the year of Yoon? I mean, he's gotten 2 big upsets already. This could be his year. But Christian Lee is on that other shit. There's levels to this shit, and he's at the top level of this shit. So let's see if Yoon belongs. The reigning, the defending, the undisputed lightweight world champion, Christian the Warrior Lee. All right, let's see it. I don't know if there's really bad blood in this fight. Like, both have kind of talked some shit, but I don't know.
I expect a clean match. Both for the rules. You're not stuck to the back of the head. Let's watch the low blows. They're my commands at all times. You want to touch gloves, do it now.
All right, they touch gloves, and we are off. The lightweight. Oh man, I've been waiting for this fight for months. The second I saw it announced, I was like, ooh. Milton hopping up because he wants to watch the main event. Christian dropping to a knee early. Hey, go down. Just showing the level change early for Christian. Hey.
Very explosive right out the gate. This is a tentative start for Lee. I think he understands and respects exactly the challenge that's in front of him here tonight.
Yeah, Lee's starting a little slower. I mean, it's 30 seconds into the fight, but usually he's very aggressive. Usually trying to really pressure his opponent. Probably respecting some of the striking and the power of Yoon.
Weathering the grappling, and he knows that about Ultra units, the IQ, how smart Oak is in every situation.
Christian's trying to close that distance.
Yeah, now Christian's starting to get that range a little bit, push forward a little bit, trying to get Yoon towards the cage. Oh, high knee from Yoon, but the double leg takedown by Christian Lee. Immediately takes the back, but Ux gets back to his feet.
His takedown defense is stellar. So good.
Wow, very good takedown defense for Yoon. That could be a big factor in this match if Lee can't really secure those takedowns. But throws him back down. Trying to take the back, got one hook in, not quite. Very good defense for Yoon. But Christian Lee is very unique and relentless in this grappling game. Now he's got the two hooks in. Nope, takes the back, but slides right off. But now he's got the body lock. Trying to drop him. Ooh, nice little sneaky knee there. Ooh, right knee. That landed. Remember, knees to a grounded opponent are legal in one championship. Christian just keeping that body lock on him. Trying to really suck the life out of Oak. Trying to work this way to the ground.
Don't forget, folks, our next event, October 15, One Championship First Strike, and all striking showcase, the best kickboxing card in history, with Georgia Petrosian and Superbond for the Featherweight World Championship in the main event.
All right. Oaks broke his grip, so maybe he can spin out of this. Looks like he's out. Goes chest to chest. Ooh, big right on the exit, though, for Christian Lee. But they're back to the feet. Looks like Oak really felt that right. Ooh, high kick just missed for Christian Lee. Ooh, big right and a level change. Trying to work to the... Oh, nice whizzer. Yoon's takedown defense is very impressive, especially early in this fight. Getting those whizzers, really standing up Christian Lee. Even though he's getting the body lock, he's not really getting anything for the takedown. Tries a hip toss, but Yoon, wow. Christian gives up on the takedown. Couple nice little combo on the way out. Yeah, that's impressive. Usually, the second that Christian Lee can get a body lock or get on those double legs, it's that guy's going to the ground. Oak's really showing early that his takedown defense was elite. Christian Lee shows the high kick, but doesn't land. Nice low kick for Oak.
Christian's younger sister, Victoria Lee, the prodigy, victorious against Victoria Souza earlier on tonight. Christian himself was a prodigy. The second youngest.
Ooh, nice question mark kick for Christian Lee, but Oak seemed to eat it, but he's squinting a little bit. I think he felt that one. Nice little combo finish with the outside leg kick for Lee. Lee's now getting to his comfortable. He's at the center of the cage. He's setting the range. He's setting the pace of this fight. Nice little body kick there. Oh, big right over the top. Oh, kind of pushing back to the center of the cage here. And the end of the first round. Solid round for Lee. I think Christian would probably get the first round there. But I think Oak really kind of showed him that it's not going to be easy to just take him down. It's not going to be easy to just dominate him. And that Christian might have to win this fight on the feet. And I think that's at least a decent spot for Oak. So I think that's going to maybe change the game plan a little bit. I don't know if, is Christian going to give up on the takedowns immediately? Or is he going to, try to maybe switch to more of the single leg than the body lock or the double? I don't know. But this is going to be a good fight. Yeah, the corner of Lee wants them to really close that distance and get those counters going, which I agree. But Oak's a slick fighter with some good power and some good fight IQ, so you better not put yourself in too dangerous situations. Be ready for that counter. Couple of feints.
Yeah, Christian's been trying a lot of kicks. We've seen on his training footage that he likes that wheel kick. He's been throwing a lot.
Lee throwing a lot of high kicks. Ooh, nice right hand into the single leg. But again, the wizard for Yoon. Good takedown defense. He's got a body lock. Yeah, Oak's got some serious takedown defense. Christian committing. Didn't get anything on the exit there. Christian has been usually landing on the exit. Didn't throw there. Oh, big right hand. Nice little combo for Christian. Now I think he's using the feint of the level change. Even though he hasn't been able to get the takedown, I think he's at least feinting it there so he can get the right over the top.
Typically Oak's MO, at least in the first 2 rounds, we saw with Eddie and we saw it with Gafarov. Oak kind of relies on the counter striking. He's trying to get a read on you. He's trying to understand what you're doing. He's trying to counter the shots. But once he starts going forward and he starts being aggressive, he looks really sharp. And he needs to do that. He needs to earn some respect from Christian because Christian is walking him down and really throwing a lot more volume.
Bull Turner just find the range here. Ooh, there's Yoon. Solid combo, finished with a body kick. As I said earlier, he came in as a massive underdog in both of those. Nice little low kick there for Oak. Answered back with one of his own for Lee. Ooh. Oh, big right and a head kick. Just missed. Oh, Christian Lee throwing big.
I think that jumping knee, Michael, is trying to deter Christian Lee from doing the takedowns, but it's going to be hard to stop Christian Lee from initiating that takedown. But that jumping knee is a good idea, and also uppercuts as well. Start throwing those center channel weapons.
Ooh, nice right down the middle.
Especially when Oak is up against the wall.
Oak's starting to take a bit more to the center of the cage here in the second round. Christian's starting to throw that jab right up the middle. Christian's head movement is elite. Even when it looks like he's in a firefight, he's just slipping right off that center line and just missing.
To establish that rhythm, start putting that jab out there, touch him with those leg kicks.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more volume out of Lee. He's throwing kind of one strike at a time. Oh, there's Yoon, but the kick's caught. Let's see if Lee can finish this takedown here.
Christian an entry into the takedown. He's able to lock up the hands and get Oak down.
Trying to take the back. He's got a hook in. Christian on the back. Let's see if Christian's going to try to stay with the 2 hooks or if he maybe goes to a body lock. Looks like he's almost got it under the chin here. This could be dangerous for Oak. This could be dangerous. 30 seconds to go. Uh-oh. It looks like it's locked in. Uh-oh. Wow. Oak turns out of it. Oh, my God. It looked like he was about to be finished with the standing RNC, and Oak finds a way out. This guy's defense is ridiculous. Wow. 15 seconds left, and they're back to standing. Wow. Looked like it was locked up, and Oak just found a way to power his way through. End of the second round. Wow. What a fight. I mean, Christian's found the best offensive positions, but Oak's just found his way out of it. And as we saw in the Eddie fight and stuff, Oak kind of was more of a counter fighter for the first 2 rounds. And then come the third, he started really going forward and really pushing the pace. So I wonder if we're going to see more of that now that he has kind of the respect that he's not really as worried about Christian's takedowns. Maybe he has a little more confidence to come forward and really put the pressure on. But Christian still looks sharp. Christian still, I like that early he was throwing a lot of different style kicks, different strikes. I think he's got to get back to that. He went away from it a little bit in the second round. I think he's getting the respect of Oak a bit. So, but we got ourselves a title fight right here. This is all you could ask for. Round 3, let's go. We're off. They touch gloves. Christian immediately goes to the center of the circle. But Oak trying to kind of back him down himself.
It's a time for Yoon to put down now Dragon.
I know Kelly saw it too. He said that Oak is going.
Yeah, no Oak. They're calling for Oak to go forward and really put the pressure on. But as we saw in the nasty Yukin with Christian Lee, like Christian Lee's got some quick counter striking. So if you just come in wild, you're going to sleep. But there's Oak kind of pressing forward. Nice little combo. Oh, there's a combo. Nice little straight right. Seemed to catch. Inside kick, legs, outside kick. Okay, Oak really picking up the volume here early in the third round. Another combo for him. Tries the flying knee, high guard for Christian. But there's Christian with the nice little combo and the level drop. Again, stuffed the takedown by Oak. Big right for Lee over the top. That might have hurt him. That was a big right by Christian, but Oak seems to recover from now. Oh! Yoon! Put it on him! Drop Christian to a knee. Oh, he caught him. But Christian talking some shit. I don't know if that was just a flash or if he's good. Oak trying to pour it on. Oh! The big counter right by Christian Lee. Got him on the ground. Christian Lee dropped him. And now he's taking top position. Can you work in like an anaconda or Darce choke here? Now from the north-south position. Trying to roll into a submission here. I don't know if he's under the chin. Good defense here by Oak. Switches to the Darce, but Oak back to his feet. Wow. What a fight. Both guys have gotten dropped in this third round. And now we're back to our feet and they touch gloves. Ultimate respect from these two. This is an absolute banger. Oh, man. Combo by Oak. Nice jab by Lee. Big uppercut by Oak. High kick by Oak. Followed by the low kick. Oh, man. But here's Christian just with that brutal counter. Yeah, Christian looks tired. The more tired fighter, but we'll see here. Nice jab by Oak. Oh, that was big combo, but Looks like most of the guard covered it for Lee.
Like that spinning back kick as Christian tried to angle out to his right. Ultimately with the spinning back kick. That was beautiful.
Damn, Oak putting it on him here in this third round. Ooh, nice high kick by Lee. Wow, what a third round. This is one of the better rounds I've ever seen. Not even crazy volume, but just unbelievable technical ability. Inside kick by Oak. Minute left here in the third round. Both fighters look like they're starting to tire a little bit, but still got some serious power. Nice body kick by Lee. I think some of the body kicks and these leg kicks are what going to really add up later in these championship rounds. Yeah, probably looks like Nguyen's slightly fresher than Christian Lee. Christian Lee looking a little tired here, a little lazy on his kicks. Ooh, ripping body shot for Oak. Yeah, Christian's starting to breathe a little heavy. Oak tries to go in for the crazy running knee. All right, a little dap up, a little respect for that. They're having fun on this one. What a round. What a round. My God. The flash knockdown to one knee for Yoon. And then Christian Lee got the counter right that put Yoon down. God. This is what a fucking round. My God.
Are there signs of fatigue on the champion, Christian Lee? Still looking relatively fresh is the challenger of Yoon. Fourth of five inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium.
Come on now. Round 4, here we go. Who's going to have that championship merit? Who can get that second win? Who can dig down deep when you're tired and find that opportunity? They meet in the center. Nice kick by Lee. Ooh, big right by Lee. Christian coming out early.
Yeah, I like that combination where he changes stances, throws that right hand, and follows it up with the left hook. That usually leads to a takedown. But I think we're seeing Christian Lee adapt to plan B, which is
Christian's kind of staying away from the takedown. You know, early on, those combos were followed by a level change. Now he's just throwing and getting out of the way.
with Yoon, he's more comfortable in this position with the stand.
Time? Okay. Pops a low kick, but seems like they're all right. High guard for Christian. Throws the knee but misses. Ooh, nice kick for Lee.
I saw him warming up. I've seen him hit pads. I've seen him grappling. He is spectacular. The entire Lee clan is absolutely.
They're both being a little more careful here in this fourth round, especially early. There was a combo by Oak, but Lee was able to slip out of the way. They're both just standing just outside of each other's range.
Is going down. One championship first strike. Petrosian versus Superbond for the featherweight kickboxing championship of the world in the main event.
It seems like both kind of want to counter punch and want to draw each other in, but neither are really taking the bait.
Time that left hook. He's trying to find home for it, but you can see how Oak's moving in and out, looking for that. He's trying to touch, trying to find the distance.
Decent little body kick there for Christian. Follows up with another one.
That's how good these guys are. Changing things as they
Yeah, you can tell the fight IQ for both of these guys is so elite, where it's almost a chess match of just footwork and range and just a battle of inches. Ooh, big right there for Lee. Okay, Oak tried to throw a knee, but it misses. Oh, Oak put it on him. Christian seemed to block it with the guard. But there was a nice combo by Oak to the body and then the low kick. That's probably where he needs to go because Christian's kind of holding this high guard right now. Ooh, Lee with a big right over the top. That step through right has been a good weapon for him. Nice kick to the body. Another one. That front left kick to the body has been a good weapon for Christian. Big right hand for Oak, but seems like Lee's guard has been pretty good this fourth round. Nice inside kick for Lee. Outside kick for Lee. Oh, the counter for Oak just missed. There's a big right for Oak. Oh, nice counter by Lee.
Any damage being taken here, or they're more glancing blows, Dragon?
I think they're glancing, but I think they're scoring is what they're doing. And he needs to come
Let's
back.
see. Oh, nice jab by Lee. Minute left here in this fourth round. Ooh, big right by Yoon. Oh, Yoon putting it on him with the knee. Flying knee. And another knee. Oak trying to put it on here in this last minute. But he's got to watch that Christian Lee counter. Christian tries to level change, doesn't really work. Pulls guard. Ooh, nice low kick for Christian.
Oak's trying to connect with that right hand, touching him with the jab, landing the right hand.
Oak faking the right. Cuts off the movement. Christian going one way, then the other. Gets on the inside.
Ooh, whoa. Christian went for the fences on that and just missed. Nice high kick. What a round. I mean, they don't do round scoring in one championship, but that round, at least momentum-wise, probably went to Yoon. He started to really put it on. Definitely had more volume. Christian Lee held a good high guard, so I don't think all the strikes really got through. But definitely scoring-wise, like, he was putting it on him. So, fifth and final round, championship round. If you want the belt, like, this is where you take it, and this is where you defend it. Like, if Christian Lee wants to prove he's the best lightweight in the world, this is where he has to do. He's got 5 minutes to really put it on. He's got to pick up the volume. His takedown's clearly not working. He's got to go to plan B. But if you're truly the greatest lightweight, you're truly this great all-around fighter, he's got to be able to find something. And I think Yoon's going to come forward, and it's basically going to be like, can he land, or is Christian going to be able to counter? If the counter can land, it could be problems for him. Looks like Christian's got a bit of a cut on his left eye. Wonder if that's going to be a problem. It looks like they kind of cleaned it up there. So it should be okay, at least for one more round. But here we go. The title is on the line. Fifth and final round. Here we go. Meeting in the middle.
Let's see if Christian can indeed go first. Let's see if he doesn't overload. If he can connect to the jaw of Yoon.
Let's see here. Both just kind of fainting, feeling him out, staying just outside that range. Oak throw a nice little combo there. Christian trying to get those high kicks. Nice inside kick. Nice combo. Jab and then to the body for Oak. A nice outside kick. Returned one for Lee. Ooh. Big right for Lee. Body kick for Lee. Goes for the level change. Solid defense for Yoon. Trying to go for the single leg. Oh, and a big right on the exit.
Because right now it is anybody's contest.
Christian came so close earlier on in the match to getting a choke on Yoon. Both men have knocked each other down.
Yeah, I mean, this fight is dead even. So, whoever wants it more in this last 3.5 minutes.
You got to see the knockdown from Yoon in the third. You got to see the submission attempt and the knockdown in the third for Christian.
It's going to be tough, too, because I always wonder how judges score that, too, where I always feel like there's a little bit of an aspect of if you're going to take a title, if you're going to, if you're the challenger, you got to take that belt off of them. And if it's a split decision real close, they might lean to the champion. But 3 minutes left. Let's see if someone can really put it on and win this fight. Ooh, nice combo by Yoon. Christian just throwing it out there, but Yoon's been good at slipping out of the range. Ooh.
Champion is being aggressive though. He's the one going forward.
Yep, Champ's really pushing forward, trying to get behind that jab now.
Really tight guard. Hard to get through that guard, but he is scoring with the right hand. Big swing with the uppercut.
Christian calling him forward, not taking the back, however, drifts up clockwise.
Yeah, Yoon's being smart, just circling, staying very left to right, not forward and back. Christian wants him on that line. About 1:45 left here. This is razor thin. Oh, right hand just missed for Christian. Solid left up the middle by Oak. Ooh, nice little high kick there by Lee. Christian saying, come on, let's fight. Oh, Oak with the solid body kick and then tried to go high, but just missed. Solid body shot for Oak. A little combo, but it looks like Christian held the guard. 1 minute to go in this lightweight championship. Oh! Knee for Christian. Oh, nice combo for Oak. Christian inside kick. Christian really wants to draw him in here. Looking for that moment for that big counter. 40 seconds left. Oh, big right hand! Christian! Oh, Christian putting it on him! He's trying to finish over you in the last 30 seconds here. Big left hand. He woggled him. Oh, body shot. 20 seconds to go. Meeting back in the middle. Can Lee finish it? Yoon tries to throw a right. Oh, big knee from Yoon. And a counter left. Oh, my. And that's the final bell. Oh, my. I have no idea who won that. What a fight. I mean, they both had a knockdown. Christian Lee had that one submission attempt. And it was damn near razor thin on the even. I mean, I think that big right in the combo at the end of the round that Christian got that really stunned Yoon might swing the judges, but this is a razor thin. And I will say, if this is if this wasn't a title fight, I think this might be a draw. To be perfectly honest, I think it was that razor thin. Both had a knockdown, and it was just pretty much dead even. I think that Christian Lee is going to get the decision here because he is the champion, and a lot of times you got to rip that belt off of the champion, and if you don't do enough to get that, then champ stays the champ. But I want to see them run this back immediately. We need a rematch immediately, as quick as possible. Here are the official results.
CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by
unanimous decision. And new! It is the year of Ray Yoon. Wow. Gets a unanimous decision. Steals the belt from Christian Lee. Always been the underdog. Always been counted out. No one believes in him. It's the year of Ray Yoon. Remember the name. I mean, they have to run that back immediately. Christian's going to definitely get a shot back at that. But what a fight. He just had a little more volume the whole time. He was first. He was pushing the action, and I think that's what overall gave it to him. Wow. When I heard unanimous decision, I honestly thought it was going to be Christian. I really did. But Ray Yoon's takedown defense was some of the best I've ever seen. His striking was clean. He really mixed in the kicks. Those knees were vicious, especially on the exits. I mean, we have a new lightweight champion. My God. Wow. That was incredible. Let's see the post-fight interview here. Wow, I did not see that one coming.
원 챔피언십 온 지 3년째 제가 붙었거든요. 그래서 되게 빨리 좋은 선수랑 경기를 펼친 것 같아가지고 되게 마음이 저거 되게 감동스럽고 게다가 배까지 따게 돼가지고 굉장히 좀 강력했습니다.
I'm so happy and I love Christian Lee personally. I respect him personally, and the fact that I got to be here to even go against him has been amazing. And now that I've got the belt as well,
it's a big love and respect to Christian Lee.
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, and yeah, that's how I
says he doesn't know what to say. He's speechless. He's just honored to have this opportunity. Yeah, somehow confident he was going to the judges' scorecards here. Wow. All right. That'll do it. Unbelievable. One Revolution card. If y'all are just waking up here early in the morning in the U.S., you can always rewatch it live on One Championship's YouTube. So definitely go look back at that. Appreciate it, y'all. Thanks for getting up with me. Much love. We out.